Good morning, my loves, and welcome to another cozy, rather slow but productive Spend a Day with Me special. While my husband was out to help our friends with renovations, I finally got back into playing guitar. I chopped some wood and, of course, cooked, cuddled, and walked with Frieda.
She said cuteness overload with Frieda. Did you see that?
I really hope you enjoy this one, and I thank you so much for being here. Which ultimately leads to the universe sees you, choosing you.
Hallo Mauser. Huh, Frieda? Good morning, mein Schatz. Okay.
Good morning. It's 5:45, and this little monster here woke me up. She is my alarm every single morning. She comes and wakes me up on a Sunday. 5:45.
Okay, my sweet little monster. Come on. Let's go. Oh.
Good girl.
Okay. It's cold, Frieda. It is cold. You're cute. Super.
Good morning, my loves. Good morning and welcome to this beautiful sunny day and hopefully a beautiful Spend a Day with Me video. I don't have any ideas what we are going to do today, but I know that we are going to use this beautiful weather. Frieda? Oh, yeah. And I thought I'd just take you along with whatever I'm going to do today, and we just enjoy the sun, the spring, the blue sky. Look at this. And just have a good time together, shall we? And I would like to start sharing about how our routines here change from winter to spring or summer. And in winter, if you saw the Spend a Day with Me vlogs that I did there, I got up at also like 6:30. It was dark, and eventually I had to wake Frieda because it was dark and cold. So I could drink my tea, I could make a fire, I could slowly wake up, start my day mindfully, maybe getting creative. Not in summer. No. Since it's light in the morning, Frieda wakes us between 5 and 6. And there is no discussion about it. She will run around in the upper hallway or in your room if we leave the doors open and will demand you to get up so she can go out and have her breakfast. So our routine now shifted from having a mindful cup of tea in the living room until the dog is awake to having a mindful walk in the forest because the dog is awake. And that is one way to wake up. But yeah, I'm not mad about it. It's really beautiful. Look at that. Oh, with the sunlight in my face. It's 6 in the morning. That is so special. Oh my god. Life is good. Life is good today. Baba. I won't even get too undressed now because I need to get firewood. Look, this is very too empty. So before I do anything else now, I'm gonna get firewood to give the house some initial warmth. My way home and I gotta take this road alone. Kept it up, stood my ground. This is all the firewood we still have left after the winter. My husband says it's about 5 cubics or something. We will have enough next winter together with the wood that we bought and that we are processing right now. That makes me really happy. That is my new definition of rich. Wood for being warm in the winter and having warm water in the winter. That is my form of luxury and being rich. Das war doch nicht das letzte Ei. Da ist das letzte Ei. Enjoy, Frieda. Oh shit. Good girl. Good girl. There you go. Good.
She said cuteness overload with Frieda. Did you see that? She's so cute. Oh, I love this dog so much.
So it became now part of my morning routine, or of my general routine, to not watch YouTube videos in the morning anymore. I was a bit trapped in overconsumption in the past weeks, and I could feel how my brain stopped working in a normal way, and I got very depressed and got a lot of anxiety and stuff. So part of my morning routine is now either reading or listening to an audiobook to start the day off screens. So finally time for breakfast. Breakfast, tea and everything is finished, and I thought while I'm waiting for the outside to get a little warmer, I could practice some guitar. I started yesterday again with learning to play the guitar. I abandoned it for a long time, and now it's time to get back to it again, and it's still pretty cold outside, so before we go there, let's play some music. It's one thing to learn the chords, to learn the strumming pattern, with a rhythm, switch chords with the rhythm, which is super hard, and then dealing with the pain in the fingers as a beginner. It's so hard. My pointing finger and my middle finger, they are used to the pain already, but the ring finger and the pinky finger is and I need all four for the whole song. Oh. Nee. Oh. Which one is it? This one, of course, because I cannot fucking press it. Ah! My pinky finger is screwing my concert. Ah! Do you see what happens with my pinky finger if I press it? That's how elastic my fingers are. Same here, same here. So I'm always trying my best to keep it straight, but it's so hard. It costs so much strength, and then I don't have the strength, and then it sounds like this. And if I push really hard, then I get the tone, but usually it's not really pressing, and it, so hard. Okay, ow, look at that. Oh, this is so painful. Oh my god, I need a break. I want to play this now. I know this is going to sound shitty because my pinky finger can't hold the string properly. But I want to practice the strumming, the changing of chords, and staying in the beat, in the rhythm. So I'm sorry, this is going to sound horrible because my pinky finger can't hold that string, but I will try it anyways. I really want to try it. Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Everything you do. Literally the best way to create respect for any craft on this world is by trying to do it. During my process of learning the guitar, I got so much respect to every single musician out there. This is such intense hard work. Holy moly, my hand is literally shaking out of Oh my god. Please, just a little bit.
Metronome going 80 beats per minute feels pretty good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Look at the stars, the colors shine for you. This will take a little more practice. A few more days or weeks. Okay. You know what we do when there is stagnant energy and frustration? We dance, as always. Especially when cleaning the kitchen. This is what you do. Okay, I think we reached the right level for doing some wood chopping outside. It's now 10:15, so it's also perfect to do it. It's not too early. There's still a lot of wood to chop, so let's get going.
There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn. You can say, hey, go to hell, but it done had its turn. Any place, anywhere out there that's been cursed, I've been there first. I showed up when it was a peaceful little town. A couple weeks and then the troubles tracked me down. And by the time the sheriff finally read me out, there were only ashes left across the ground. There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn. You can say, hey, go to hell, but it done had its turn. Any place, anywhere out there that's been cursed, I've been there first. Across the country in the stolen.
What do you think? How many hits will I need to finish this one? Whew. Your chance to write it in the comments. Let's see. Ready?
There ain't no problem big enough that I can't make it worse. Ain't no whiskey of any proof that I cannot outburn. You can say, hey, go to hell, but it done had its turn. Any place, anywhere out there that's been cursed, I've been there first. I've been there first. Oh, I've been there first. Future looks dark, dark, darker. Started at the bottom, now I'm underwater. Cause there ain't no rest, try and catch your breath. Cause you ain't seen nothing yet.
Okay, so chopping wood is all fun and games. I love it, really. What I don't love though is the stacking. I don't know if you can see it, but here we got a new bump. It's like the one that we had before the wall broke down, because our hedgehog already was ready built up to the top here, and then it just fell. So the worst just happened. The worst that could have happened with our firewood. It fell. And now we have to, sort it all again and staple it in a different kind of way and hope that the next time this won't happen again. And the stacking is really the frustrating part. This is the part that takes so much time, and you put in so much effort and so much time, and then the stuff just falls together. If any of you has experience in stacking wood in a way that it dries, we don't want to put it in our woodshed yet because it's really wet, it needs to dry. If you have any tips, something that is not just throw it on the pile on a big tarp on the floor, but really stacking it in a way so it stays and it doesn't take up like square meters of space, please tell me. I am open to learn because this is time consuming and very frustrating once it breaks together. Here you see it. It forms like a bulb there, and it used to be a straight wall. And now it's starting to form this again. And this is where this side broke down, which is now straight. You see that? And this used to have a bulb like this here too. And then it all crushed down. And now it's starting here to blow up. I don't know what to do. It, but I did sweat quite a lot chopping wood, so I will have a quick shower now and get a t-shirt that is not sweaty, and then we continue with the day, even though it's not as sunny as I hoped it would be today. I hoped it would be really sunny. But it's quite cloudy now, so sitting outside is not so comfy. So we see what we do after the shower break. Back from the shower, and I remembered to eat. So we are going gourmet today. Really gourmet, but healthy. So first I cook my lunch because it's already 12:30. So it is about time to eat.
troubles of mine. Weary thoughts of breaking up, coming under your skin. Don't know if we should stop or begin. 'Cause I was there by your side, with my eyes open wide, and I know that will always be true. There were no reasons why. Guess all beauty must die. We try hard, but we also so reckless. So
Turns out I am really hungry. That's why I have this bile. And it's like childhood food for me, so I need like half a liter of lemon juice and I need ketchup, and then I can finish this whole plate easily. And I'm really hungry, so I'm really happy now I managed to cook before I got so hungry I couldn't focus anymore, but started cooking. But I was still able to think. So now that I'm on this point where I can't think anymore and I'm just hungry, I can just eat this pile of food and it makes me really happy. And I have my audiobook and I have my glass of water and I will finish this thing now.
It took time to recognize we are all filled with pride. I'm a wreck when I'm not by your side. Yes, I know that I have to agree. There is no one as reckless as me. And now that you are in me, and there's no way without, cannot function with this power out. There were no reasons why. Guess our beauty must die. We try hard.
You know, the only thing that gets me up after a nap is the thought of having a black tea with honey and milk. That's my only reason to get up from the sofa after a nap.
I was there by your side, with my eyes open wide, and I know that will always be true. There were no reasons why. I guess all beauty must die. We try hard, but we also were so reckless. There were no reasons why. I guess all beauty must die. We try hard, but we also so reckless.
Frieda, you want to join Hoppa? Oi. It's your pee pad. Hoppa. Good girl. Good girl, Frieda. Okay, so I thought while I'm having my tea, we could have a little chat about the small things in life, like our core values. I thought about this lately a lot because one of my friends is doing coaching to find out about these exact things, her core values, and I thought about mine a lot. And one of those questions that one can ask to find out where your life path leads you is to ask, what would you do if someone would hand you $1 million or €1 million today? If you would continue with your life as it is, then well, you can consider yourself very lucky, and I am part of those people. I would not move. I would give this house the upgrade it deserves and it needs, but I would continue doing videos as I did since I was, how old was I? 12 years old? So I would just continue living my life as I do now, just with more safety and being more relaxed in my mind, because there is no existential fear anymore. So I'm very grateful for that. And you can ask that yourself, then you see where your biggest need of change is lying. If someone would hand you $1 million, why would you then live a completely different life? And what stops you from doing that now? Or at least implementing some of those things into your life. I didn't need $1 million to move countries. In fact, I was inspired to move countries by a woman that I met like once in my life. And I heard about her that she was moving from Germany to Brazil to live there for 3 months, and she had 400 euros in her pocket. She went to another continent, not knowing anyone there, with 400 euros in her pocket. And guess what? She survived. She found her place. She found something where she could stay. She found a job. She made some money. She had a good small life. That was for me the starting point of, okay, if this is possible, then it must be possible to move from Germany to northern Sweden, which I can do by car. And I think a year later we were here. And then the other thing that has been going on in my mind lately is the question about my core values, because they determine how we live our daily life, what our decisions are based on. I think a lot of people live without reflecting, and so they just take day by day and they become sort of the victim of their own life, because they never started reflecting on what they actually want and where they actually want to go. And if you are very aware of that and very reflective on your actions and on your desires and on your life, you decide differently. You take different actions, you take different steps. That is why I was always very... People around me used to call me dramatic because I was always so strongly opinionated about certain things in my life that I definitely want to continue to pursue, or that I want to have in my daily routine, that I want to put focus on. But looking back at what I did because of these strong opinionated decisions, I have no regrets. I lived every single day how I wanted it to be lived, except if I didn't feel good. Of course, everyone feels down from time to time. Now that I'm turning 30 this year, I tried to figure out what my core value is, and I would love to hear yours if you would like to share. If you already know, and if you don't know, then that's also fine. Then you are still searching for your core value, and that is completely okay. Better to start later than never, I would say. But for me, my core value is freedom. It goes above everything, as I am living right now, because I could choose to sit in a Coop or in an ICA as a cashier every single day. I could choose to go into a corporation and ask for a job every single day. And every single day I say no to that option, because that would take away the freedom that I need so desperately to thrive, to live a life that fulfills me, that makes me happy to be alive every single day, to live a life that I love to get up to every single day. And I worked so hard to get to that point. I have worked in these corporative jobs. I have studied, I have my degree as a tourism agent. I did all of that, go a straight path and live a straight life way. I did all of these things and none of it made me happy. And I returned over and over to the idea to be self-employed and to pursue a life that makes me completely independent from anything and everything. And I am still on that path. And reflecting on my choices and on the moments I felt most uncomfortable, reflecting on the moments that made me sick, literally, physically, or mentally sick. Those were the moments I was trapped. I was dependent. I was unable to choose a different path because the circumstances forbid it. And now knowing that core value and being able to reflect on that gives me new opportunities to choose my everyday life, my actions, because freedom includes freedom of movement, freedom of creativity, independence from other people, which means I want to be able to build things. I want to be able to make my own firewood. I want to be able to cut my own food, to take care of my house the way it needs it. It doesn't mean that I don't want friendships or a partner. It just means that I want to learn how to do these things on my own because it gives me freedom. And I'm very curious to read about what your core values are, because I think there are many endless options. There is love, there is animals, there is health, there is honesty, and of course all these values are really, really important to me too. Love comes right underneath freedom, and both go along with honesty, because I don't think you can be really free if you build a network of lies around you. So honesty, authenticity is like in the top 3 with freedom and love. But there is so much more to it, and I love those philosophical deep dives combined with psychology, and then looking at all the different opinions and all the different paths that some people choose. Like, some choose family. Impossible for me. Absolutely not an option for me. Some choose health. If I would choose health as my highest value, I would eat and move differently. I am in a lot of pain every day because I chose, again, not to do sports, not to do yoga, not to do the things that would be good for my body, which again also slides into the freedom part, because freedom of movement goes along with health. So you see how complex it is, what a network this creates. And I strongly believe the more reflective we are on that, the more we deep dive into ourselves, into our choices, into what is important to us, the happier we become if we choose ourselves without being an egocentric, narcissistic asshole, of course. But I don't think I have to explain that. I think that is clear to all of you, that I don't mean to pursue your dreams by going over dead bodies. But I certainly think that no matter our resources, no matter where we live, no matter in what circumstances we are right now, we can choose a tiny little bit that creates this freedom. For me, freedom. For you, maybe family or love or health or animals. And if we keep on focusing on that, we put more energy into that, and that amplifies, and it gets louder, and it becomes a bigger part and a bigger part, and it opens new doors and new opportunities, and it all leads to us being true to ourselves, which ultimately leads to the universe sees you, choosing you, finally being true to yourself, which results in your dream life. Long, long road, and I love this so much. And I had all of these thoughts in my head for the past few days, and I thought, nice cup of tea, sleeping Frieda, and a little chat after a nap is perfect opportunity to share that. So thank you for listening, if you are still listening.
Doing that, being in the forest and walking on my own wherever I want to, is a big part of freedom for me. Especially walking with Frieda and seeing all of these shades of green is just some people enjoy the ocean, some people feel a certain peace when they are surfing, when they are out on the ocean. And I think what the sensation in the soul is the same for me with being in forests. My dream is one day to renovate our house in a way so that I feel like I am in the forest. Earthy tones, a lot of dark green, like my headband and like all my clothes that are in green have this soft green. I really wish to achieve that one day, to just have this relaxing home that makes you feel like the forest during summer. The forest also is beautiful during winter, but it's not green then, you know what I mean? It's of course different. So I am so happy right now, and I know that many of you feel the same way about the forest and finding calm and peace in nature. So I hope I can take you with me a bit here. Just enjoy the silence and the vastness of the forest, right, Frieda? Oh, this feels so good. So I just sat on the hammock with Frieda. She now went down. She didn't want to be here anymore, which is totally fine, but she was with me on the hammock for at least 30 to 40 minutes. And I loved it so much. It is like my favorite moment of the whole year so far. I really don't know how it can get any better than that. I really don't know. I love her so much, and seeing her so relaxed next to me on the hammock, on my property in my home, laying in the sun and just enjoying. I really don't know how it can get any better than that, honestly. This is my favorite moment of all moments, really. She's so cute. I love her so much.
Oh, 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 you're crazy. You're crazy girl. Yeah. No. Oh, ay.
I am writing and creating a Patreon post at the moment for the Patreon page and sharing a bit about Frieda. It's kind of a little bit of working, but work that I really enjoy. So it always feels weird to say, and it will never stop feeling weird, but if you want to join my Patreon, you find the link in the description, and there will be just random posts like these, just moments of joy, pictures I love, stories I like to share, and here and there some art. Thank you.
No, Frieda, no. Schluss, geh in deine Ecke, los. Nein, es ist Schlafenszeit. It's not time for Wuddel. It's time for sleep. Crazy. Nein, hör auf, du hast gegessen. Stop it.
You are being crazy. I don't want her to roll on the back after she ate. So, no woodling after eating. Frieda, you know that. We don't do that.
Hier, geh in deine Ecke. What is it? It's not the right blankie? So eine andere Decke? Ja, warte. Eine andere Decke. Gucke. Weißt du? Ja? Okay.
I did some reading now, and Frieda is finally asleep. She was kind of nervous in the evening, I don't know why, but I hope she's happy now. I will make myself some food. It's 8:30. It's late for me to eat, but I'm hungry now and I will eat something now, and then I will go to bed and sleep hopefully before 10 or something. I'm really happy I stick to my no screen routine today. I just was on Instagram for a little bit, but no YouTube videos while eating, no YouTube videos while cooking. Only my audiobook and some reading. And I'm really happy about it. I already feel much calmer just after that. It's now 2 days that I'm doing this, so hope I can stick with it. And I will say goodbye now. And I thank you so much for watching. If you sticked until the end, thank you for being here. Thank you for spending this day with me. And I thank you all so much for your support as always. And I hope to see you all soon again, probably next week for the next vlog. Thank you.